"Mother!" Yasmin screamed. They'd surrounded her. Mother fell to the ground and covered her head with her arms. The wax on her back sounded like rice bags being dropped from a great height. Thud, thud, thud. "You, the daughter of America, don't you know our laws? You dress with no respect. Don't you know that a woman cannot go out without a man?" they yelled. "Mother, Mother, stop." I found out about it on board the QE2 going to Belfast, Northern Ireland with my grandmother, and standing at the rail of the ship as we crossed was a man who had been in World War I, and he told me about war artists and what they were. I think how it went in those days was, sort of like, okay, who plays the drums? Okay, you're in the band, and who can draw? Alex can draw, get him. Okay, Alex, you're a war. I think that's kind of more how it went, whereas today it's an application process. You submit an idea of how you would, do this, and you would submit sort of external ideas. So I can do a lot of things, but the focus would be young adult books. White and yellow flowers in stunned silence. A green and yellow balloon drifted up into the clear blue sky. Finally, she heard the crunch. My characters, I only keep their own point of view. I never have gratuitous violence, ever. Don't need it. I keep from their point of view, and what's in their view I can control. And my major themes are loyalty, not heroism. And loyalty and heroism are different. And I always, and this is pointed out to me by one of my young readers, he said, in every one of your books, all your characters run. And I went, seriously? They do? Oh my God, they do! I think the adaptability comes because you don't know what you're getting into. If you can't adapt, you're going to be just lost. First of all, you can apply. I applied to go to the Sudan because I had written War Brothers, which was in northern Uganda, and now Joseph Kony is in Congo, so I was up there as well. I had a deep knowledge base of the war going on in that area. So what do I want to go learn anything new for? I'm lazy too. I'll go to the Sudan. Well, they said no. Okay, well, where else? I don't know. Afghanistan? Sure. Adapt. It's certainly changed my idea of the military. I like many, particularly artists, but like many people, the military was over there. They weren't, they were kind, you'd see a uniform go by and go, ooh, look, he's in the military. Us and them sort of thing. And then I became kind of them when I was in a great big food hall at CAF, Kandahar Airfields. And it was massive. I mean, this massive building with thousands of people all eating, and a media person walked in at the far end, and the table I was with clammed up. I said, if you stood on the table and screamed, they couldn't hear you. What are you talking about? And I said, besides, I'm kind of media. And they turned on me and said, no, you're not. You're a war artist. The War Artist program has a few unique features for Canadians. One is no one is paid. This is entirely volunteer. The program itself runs on a shoestring. No one vets my work. No one tells me what to write. No one tells me what to do. I am free to take my observations and do what I want with them. In my case, I turn them into young adult novels, into magazine articles, into newspaper articles. I also go into classrooms and talk to children about the program. And it is not pro-war that we're talking about. On the contrary, I think it's the exact opposite. Ask any war artist, and it will be a very negative perception of what's happening, but what you find is a very pro-soldier. Every war artist I have met has been very pro-soldier. Most that I have met have been very anti-war.